Ah, back. Welcome, Top of the Cop TV. Myself, Saint. Nah, man. If you lot would have checked out my little snippet of the preview, I said these things. I said I didn't think it was going to be a good game. Said that I think it was going to be a draw. I couldn't really start off my new channel, do you know what I mean, against Man United, saying it was going to be a draw. So I had to back my team and say it was going to be 2-1. But deep down, I knew in it. Like, I knew Ollie wouldn't really want to come and attack like that and want to lose. I knew that Klopp won't want to lose right now. Yeah, just wasn't a good game, man. Like, in actual fact, if I'm being serious with you, I thought the first half wasn't that bad. Again, in my preview, I said I was happy that Shaqiri played. I spoke to one or two people and they were a bit in and ahhing, but I thought it was good. I thought Shaqiri coming on, we needed someone to link play. Like, we have got serious issues. Like, as a team, our creative prowess is mad. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is going on. Well, in fact, I do. But Salah, Mane, they just, that combination is mad. They don't even pass to each other. Like, it's crazy. Do I personally think that you need to have forwards that are best friends? No. I saw an interview, big up Cheeky Sport lads, saw an interview on there that they had with Daniel Sturridge, and he was talking about his relationship with Luis Suarez and that, and he was like, you know, they weren't brethren off the pitch, but they were in tune. Also, it helped that they had man like Coutinho behind them, and do you know what I mean? Whereas there's other things that will come into play if your strikers aren't basically, do you know what I mean, on it. We've seen it with Man United, like Sheringham and Cole and that. Like, you don't need to have strikers that are best of friends. However, when we don't have our two inverted wingers in tandem with each other, don't even get me started on Bobby Firmino, man. Oh, this guy. Bobby Firmino is just on a joke thing. Whereas before we would have him and they would be linking play and they'll be switching, and we don't have that. Bobby is just, I don't know, man. He's just missing. He's not even doing things. Let's not even talk about the lack of scoring, because that's a madness. I need my number 9 scoring goals. Like I've said to other people, there's certain numbers on the team that are iconic. Number 7, I think, is why they want Sancho so much for Man United, is iconic. Number 9, arguably for Liverpool, is iconic. We've had some serious number 9s in our day, do you know what I mean? And Torres, I mean, the rushes, like, we had some serious number 9s. And Firmino is just not the killer that we need. And now it seems like he ain't even linking play. He ain't even, like, I saw him just walking around in that. It's just like, I don't need you to be doing flicks and tricks every time you get the ball. I don't need you to be doing little round the corners. I need you to actually be progressing the play, linking up, like, do you know what I mean? Doing those intricate bits of passing further up the pitch. We don't have that. The fact that we've got arguably our best midfielders having to play centre-back is a madness. We are not going to retain the title if we carry on doing this. I'm telling you lot, we are not retaining the title. Like, we've seen Man City do this. We've seen Man City do this, and we saw what happened to them, and we just think that we're arrogant enough to just go through the same things. It doesn't make any sense. Like, we need a CB. We need a CB. I'm going to do a review show, a transfer review show, because there's a couple of things that I've read that, I mean, initially I was sitting there, silly me, sitting there like, oh, like Ida Milieto in, you know, from Real, hasn't played too many games. Maybe he wouldn't be, you know, what, bun all of that chat. We need bodies in. We need anyone that's better than Nat Phillips or Reece Williams. We need in. Do you know what I mean? Like, ASAP. Like, I'm saying all of that nonsense about Ida Milieto about taking for 6 months. Like, come on. There's people out there that we can have for 6 months. Like, so it just doesn't make any sense. Like, we need someone in there, because I've said this to many people, that us playing Fabinho and Henderson as CB isn't the reason we didn't win. It isn't the reason that we're not like I have a great kind of worry about them. No, I think they'll do an adequate job. But not having them in the positions where they need to be is costing us. It's costing us creatively. Like, Henderson isn't the most creative player in our team, but without him being in the position that he's in, it doesn't allow others to be as creative as they need to be. And it's just long. So, yeah, the fact that Fabinho is arguably the best DM in the league, and I'm just resigned to the fact that man's just CB, just throwing out jokes like, yeah, man's regardless, man is top 3 centre backs in the league. I don't care, like, don't care. But yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm just done. I'm done with the fact that we need a centre back. We need to start. We have a centre back here. I'm not even gonna say 2. We have 1 centre back alongside Fabinho, and we can move Henderson into the middle of the park. It instantly changes, because that's another thing that moves me to my next point. Thiago, with the lack of creativity we have right now, we need to use what we have, basically. There's no chance that we're getting a striker, which is what we need, and a defender. We ain't getting both. Not in January. So we need someone who is able to plug the gaps and be able to kind of break the lines. Is why I think Shaqiri was used today, to try and do those things, try and thread through the kind of through balls in which he did for Diego Jota. That kind of intricate play. We have Thiago who could do that, but we can't use him further up the pitch. He can't be one of the 2 8s because he's needed to be the 6 because we don't have Henderson. It's a madness. It is actually a madness, and it's pissing me off because, oh man. I'm just gonna talk about the game. I'll get into player ratings afterwards. I thought defensively we were actually all right. Didn't think that we were too bad. I thought that, you know, we were able to kind of shut down their creative paths. I thought that Fred and McTominay were industrious. We allowed McTominay to bring that ball up just far too much. I mean, we were kind of closing him down in dangerous areas, but he was still being able to just gallop like some gazelle. Allow that. Clap, man. Like, oh no, man. We just look devoid of ideas up front. Like, devoid of ideas. I think Klopp is, I know Klopp is the best manager out there. I don't care. Like, he is. People know, his what his CV says, his credentials. He's a bad man. Don't want to hear no chat. But at the same time, he's human and he's made a lot of mistakes. And I don't really know. I don't know the inner dwellings of Liverpool to know if it's a Klopp thing or if it's an FSG thing. If I had to take a guess, I'd probably say it's an FSG thing. So they need to get their finger out and sort this out. I don't know if Klopp is putting No, I know he isn't because we have no other options. Like, Nat Phillips looks like Bambi on ice. Reece Williams is just not ready. So Henderson is our option. But at the same time, that also shows the board, like, yo, big man, are you seeing this? You know, them ones there, like, what are you leaving me with? So I know he's kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone, but we need to sort that out because it's killing me. Like, I go back to Klopp. I love you, and without you, we're nothing. But at the same time, big man, you need to sort yourself out, because you're saying things like the congestion of the games, which, you're right, there's a hell of a lot of games. We need 5 subs, all of this. Cool. And I know for all the people I talk to outside of this are going to be like, he's going on about this again. But yes, it's the first time I've addressed it on my channel. Shout out Coppish. Go and subscribe to them, man, because I know they feel the same way. And there's a couple other people, James Redmond, go and subscribe to him. Do you know what I mean? But Klopp, big man. What are you doing? That Michelin game, what were you doing? Like, I don't understand. Brother, we had done enough. We were top of the Champions League table. Like, regardless, if we'd lost that 50-0, man, still going through. We're still top. Why are you playing Salah and all these man and Jota to allow Jota to get injured. Now look, because you're trying to tell me that if we didn't have Jota there or someone of his ilk, like, things are happening. These are the games in which we had him for West Brom, be a different game. Newcastle, be a different game. Southampton, be a different game. We are suffering. We're 1 goal in the last 4 games. Like, what is going on? What? I don't understand. We're the same team that took a 7-2 battering beginning of the season and then made up the goal difference. Like, what's going on? And now we can't score goals. Like, oh, man. Madness, I'm telling you. It's madness, and we need to sort it out. Like, we really, really need to sort it out. We need to figure out a way where we can get Thiago up that pitch so that he's affecting play and not just having to, like... And why is man not running off the ball? Like, I don't understand. Like, Thiago, were you just giving the ball to Thiago and just sitting there like, yeah, I beg you, just... Like, come on, big man. Like, he can only do what you give him. Like, move and allow him to Thiago had a saucy performance, to be fair, doing what he could do. I just think that guy is just, honestly, bruv, he's next level. Gravy. Brother, you see it? You see this? Come on, man. I had this so, just chilling, just on ice for time. I bought it early. I got excited and bust. Oh, yeah, Thiago. Couldn't see him for ages. So, like, trust me, he's a next gravy, like, and I'm happy we got him, but it's just frustrating because I know that he could do a lot better in a little bit more of an advanced role. But how the hell do we get him there? How do we get him there? Yeah, Shaqiri had a good game. Again, I'm gonna get into these player ratings. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed because the Man United lot have been chatting a lot of shit. At the same time, I'm disappointed I'm not, because this game don't really mean nothing in terms of, like, if we then go and turn this into like another 5-game unbeaten run, who really cares that we drew this game, innit? I did hear Drifty on Coppish say this, and I agree with him. Like, this record is starting to be a bit long. Like, yeah, cool, thumbs up, we're great. You can't beat us at home, I understand that. I do like saying to man, to be fair, that since we bought Mane, like, man don't know what it's like to be defeated at home. That's a mad stat. But at the same time, I feel like we're not really going for the jugular. We just lose or do you know what I mean, and move on. I'd much rather beat them than draw. Like, even if we'd lost, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just get this. But we're thinking, oh, like, at least we didn't lose, and, you know, we're still like 70, 60, 68 games. It's like, come on, man. Like, we're third. We got Tottenham coming up. We got City coming up. Like, we need to sort it out. Like, we need to sort out this creativity in the final third, because it's pissing me off. Our squad needs to start picking up. Matip, we need you. Like, we need you. We desperately need you. Man like Naby Keita. Like, Keita would have ran the midfield. Would have ran this midfield. Would have been on stuff. Like, broken. Do you know what I mean? Ox just coming in, so we can't really trust him because he's a bit off pace. Like, this is crazy. I think it was Grizz Khan on LF Day Trippers or someone. I'm gonna credit this to him. But someone said that the best ability for any footballer is availability. Like, wagwan. If you're cut all the time, like, it's dead. I felt that other than I felt that Robertson had a good game. You know, let me just get into the player ratings, man. I'm just dilly-dallying. I thought Alisson had a big game. I'm going to start with Alisson. I thought he had obviously a really good game. Kept us in the game. Good save. I think the save from Paul Pogba was probably the better save. Even though it was at him, the pace it came at him was rasta. Like, I was like, yo. And so, yeah, he did well. The Bruno one was kind of at him anyways. Like, I didn't feel like he did any outrageous saves that I was like, whoa. Like, but he was a presence and definitely kept us in there. So, yeah, I'll give him a 9.5. I'll give him a 9.5. I think he really did well. And the way he does this sweeper keeper thing is crazy. he's off his line rapid. Like, so yeah, it's nice. It's nice to, I feel a little bit more at ease with Henderson in the back because he's there. Do you know what I mean? Because I know that he's able, and then he allows them to kind of drift up a little bit because we all know that Fabinho and Hendo ain't got pace, but the way they was able to kind of pin Man United in their half is because of Alisson. Let's not get it twisted. Yeah, moving on to the fullbacks. I thought Robbo. I think Robbo has been one of our best players this season. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's been on absolute crud. But I really do need Robertson to have a better shot. Like, I don't know if I've said to you, man, obviously man's from Northwest London and that, but man's in Scotland now. So when I came up here, I've watched Robbo for a little while for Scotland and that, and he just ain't had a great shot. Like, that's one thing about Robbo. He don't have a great shot. He can find, man, but his actual shot is a bit dead. There was one time when Bobby should have passed it, should have laid it off to Robertson, and he didn't. And I was a bit like, Bobby, but at the same time I was like, I'm not really confident that man would have scored that, if I'm being very honest with you. There's a next shot as well that he had earlier on that he just kind of, I was like, Robbo, man. That's one thing about Trent. At least Trent will ras it. Other than that, though, I thought he had a good game. People respect Robbo. Like, nothing really don't come down his side. And that's the thing with Trent that's starting to piss me off, is because he just allows people to have the ball on that side. It's like, yo, and people have no fear coming down our right side. They have no fear. There were certain times when I've seen Wan-Bissaka, like, why is he up here on Robbo's side? But then I'm looking, I'm like, right, they switched. It's Trent. That's why you feel like you've got time. Like, it's mad. But yeah, no, Robbo did well. I'm going to give Robbo a 7. I'm going to switch it over to Trent, and I thought he he was really pissing me off, man. He really, really was getting on my nerves. I don't know if you, man, like anyone that watches basketball, Trent to me seems like a Steph Curry. Like, because when Steph's on it, shooting the threes, on it. If his shot's off, what else is he really bringing to your game? Do you know what I mean? And Trent's like that. Like, if he's got that UPS delivery, like pre-COVID, boom, onto it. Now it's all a bit mad. It's all Royal Melt 2 weeks waiting and that. Like, the balls are so long. He's not delivering good balls. Like, to be very honest with you, I did see him tracking back and kind of pocketing, I wouldn't say pocket, but kind of marshalling Fernandez a couple of times. So he did his defensive work. But other than that, just the ball, the final ball, and I'm not used to like saying that about Trent. I think Trent is a victim of his own high standards that he's do you know what I mean? He set himself. And so now it's like, yeah, I was desperately disappointed with Trent. I'm probably going to give him a 5, if I'm honest with you. I say 5.5. Fabinho, bad boy defender. I thought he was immaculate. I thought he was serious. I think it was a Martial chance that he said. He's just serious. Like, honestly, he's my guy. It just hurts that I'm missing his prowess in the middle of the park. But yeah, no. Say 7.5. I'll give Fabinho 7.5. Hendo, I'll give Hendo a 7. I thought he did well. I thought he did quite well. He's just intelligent. Now you, man, don't try and talk to me about, oh, Henderson. Say what you want, but he's an intelligent baller. Like, do you know what I mean? He's more than just a passion merchant. Like, I'm telling you that. You couldn't throw certain man. I don't care what rival team do you support. Throw your DMs in CB. Chat to man. What's Xhaka doing in CB? What's Fred? What's McTominay doing? Like, we know what Fernandinho's doing, but do you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Henderson's on stuff. Yeah, man. 7. Moving on to the midfield. Thiago. he's just something else, man. It's just something else. Like, it just feels good to be able to put on his shirt and just know that I got a man's name on my back. Like, Thiago plays for man, but then this is the time when we're acting shit. I just don't get it. Like, come on. Like, some of the movement, he must be used to seeing all. Do you know what I mean? Like Kingsley Coleman, Gnabry off the ball. He's looking, thinking, what go on for you, man? Like, yeah, like I would give Thiago. I'll give him a 7.5. I think I'm not gonna get too gassed. He had a good game, one of our best, but still little things, and we're just not clicking. So I just don't think we're really seeing the best from him. But it's hard to really do the quarterback thing when you're not just getting a lot of movement. Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah. Genie, I was quite frustrated with Genie today. Didn't really think he did. I thought he did, you know, the unselfish stuff well. We didn't really see Pogba and Fernandes that much, and that was due to some of the off the ball work he was doing. But no, it was just I'll give Genie a 6. And yeah, I mean that's what more can I really say? Genie just gives you that standard. Do you know what I mean? And then next, so we've done Thiago, done Genie, and then Shaq. Shaq, I thought actually, like I said, I was happy to see him in the team. I thought finally someone that could link play. I thought first 30 minutes he was really good. The man faded. Like, man faded. Like, I think it's just game fitness, isn't it? It's tough with Shaq because he is so good, but he's so unfit that it's hard. And then he's another ox, isn't it? Like, and so I think it's just one of those ones. He's just started to just gradually just get worse and worse. And by the time he came back from the half time, I was like, oh, go on, just losing the ball, and it was a bit mad. But I thought he had a good 30 minutes. I thought he was doing bits. I'd give Shaq 6.5. If he'd maintained a little bit longer, maybe I'd give him a 7. But I'd give him a 6.5. Like I said, I don't care what anyone says. Mane has been off form from the beginning of this season, and he's still doing bits. Mane just affects the game differently, even if he's not giving you that end product, which unfortunately he isn't at the moment. It's not just his end product, but it's his decision making. It's just slightly off. But his link up play with Robertson on that left hand side is just so strong. It's just making us so unbalanced because that left hand side is just on stuff. But yeah, no, Mane, I'd probably say I'll give him a 7. 6.5. I'll give Mane a 6.5. Give Mane a 6.5. Salah, yeah, I just didn't think that he had a good game. I thought he was gonna have a good game. In my review, I was like, in my preview, sorry, I was like, yeah, listen, Salah's gonna bang. Salah's getting pocketed by Luke Shaw. Like, come on, brother. I said this in the preview. I said, don't let Luke Shaw pocket you, because to be honest with you, bar the 2-0 game last season, Salah's always not really having a good one. You know them way there. Like, Luke Shaw will have him under wraps. Like, Ashley Young before him. Like, come on, you're better than this. Like, come on. 5. Bobby, man. Bobby didn't have a good game, man. I'd say 3. Is that harsh? Nah, it's not harsh. 3, man. Bobby, man. Come on, man. I need more from you. Origi didn't really have a lot of time. But he didn't do too bad. I'd say I'd give him a 6. Jones, I thought wasn't so bad when he came on. Some progressive passing and trying, at least. I'll give him a 6. Yeah, we need to fix up, man. Like, we need to fix up. I need something to smile about right now because it's mad. But yeah, listen, that was the review. Please stick with the channel, growing. I've only got a couple subscribers. So listen, we're a small community. So holler at me in the comments, slap a like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. Yeah, man. Man United fans, shut up. You should have beaten us. How you not beating us? This is the best chance for you, man, to beat us. Like, I don't understand. Like, I dare you, man. I dare us to come to Old Trafford, even though we don't normally do well at Old Trafford and we let the occasion take over. But I know that if we had your backline looking like that, we'd attack it better than what you did, man. Like, come on, man. But anyways, like I said, we move. Boom. Come on to the next. Safe.